Hi, this is a final entry into the 2024 Ketaminely Ken's KinderGarden. Thank you for letting me be here with you. I wasn't sure I would post again. I seem to start most posts with that, but I wanted to ring my peace bell, one of my first singing or sound bath equipment. I want to ring my peace bell 3 times and pay homage to the late President Carter. Now, when I started this humble endeavor to share some thoughts around how to create a kinder garden in the world, it was around the time that there was a newspaper article that stated Jimmy Carter was just about, I think, about to turn 100 or had turned 100, and his birthday wish was to stay alive long enough to vote. Now, as you know, this kinder garden isn't really geared to promote political views, but rather to honor that as humans, this Homo sapiens species, we are at a turning point in our evolution. And I find that the kindness or the humanity that we can cultivate by reminding each other of these important things. That's where my heart lies. Boom. So today, I'd just like to share with you an ode that I've been thinking of since he passed away. And this is just something that I kind of whisk through my favorite AI helped me tidy this up, but it's from my heart to our newest ancestor, Jimmy Carter. And I truly believe that our garden is kinder when we call in the ancestors that have taught us many things. So I'm calling President Carter the hate tamer and the dream sustainer. Oh, Jimmy, peanut farmer turned peacemaker, builder of houses, breaker of barriers. You saw humanity not as a chessboard of power, but as a garden needing care. Every seed equal, every root deserving water. When the haters scoffed, you smiled, not because you were naive, but because you knew the truth, that kindness is not weakness. That kindness is not weakness. It's a revolution in a cardigan sweater. They called you too nice, too meek, but you stared poverty in the eye, hammer in hand, love in heart, and taught the world that leadership looks a lot like rolling up your sleeves. In an era obsessed with flash, you whispered truth in quiet dignity. It's not about what we own, but what we give. And you gave us more than speeches. You gave us hope, humility, and homes. Jimmy, you were the anti-hater in a world that thrives on division. A dreamer who didn't just dream, but acted. You hugged the earth before it was fashionable. You planted solar panels on the White House long before they were cool or profitable. And oh, how the doubters jeered. But you, unbothered by the noise, taught us that peace isn't a punchline, it's the ultimate punchback. That love, though mocked, is the strongest 4-letter word. To the lovers, to the dreamers, to the peacemakers, you are our beacon. To the cynics, you're proof that one person armed with faith and a toolbox can build a better world brick by brick. So as our kinder garden grows, may you honor your legacy, not with grand moments. Let me say that again. May we honor your legacy, not with grand moments, but with small, thoughtful acts. A hand held, a meal shared, a neighbor helped, a planet saved. Ancestor Jimmy Carter, President of Hearts, may your spirit guide us. A gentle rebel in a rough and tumble world, showing us that love wins, always. I'm going to bask in my rainbow disco time that's coming through as the sun shines on my kinder garden. I'm going to appreciate that right after this last rain, these beautiful yellow bursts of sun in the shape of flowers comes through in our um, the lesbian archive here, where another elder turned ancestor guides us, Ilana. I am going to finish up with 3 rings of this peace bell. And as we wind down 2024, I know there's a long list of other folks that are no longer with us. Whoever is no longer physically in your life, be it a deceased pet or a loved one or a neighbor or someone famous that you celebrated or learned from, may you take a moment to raise a glass, to bow a head, to shed a tear, to read an ode. Please call in the energy and the essence of those that inspired you along the way so that we can make space for those of us still here to make a kinder garden for all. Thank you all very much. I look forward to various connections with you in the new year. I am hoping that some local folks would join me in a kindergarten episode and have a nice dialogue around what their kindergarten's looking like. From the Ketaminely Ken's kindergarten to your heart, thank you. May the rainbows that dance everywhere, even if we can't see them, remind us of those that are our ancestors now. And as a child, President Jimmy Carter was an inspiration to me. As an adult, he was an elder that inspired me. And now, as I'm an elder in training, I get to be led by this newest ancestor. Thank you for your time. I love sitting with you. I welcome comments. Message me. Peace to you. Here's to 2025 and more on what that can bring us. From the Kinder Garden, thank you so much for letting me share my ode to the late Jimmy Carter. Bye.